Today we're going to be assembling a 2-door, 2-drawer bathroom vanity. Start by removing the instructions and all the contents of the box. We're going to begin with the 2 gables. Lay the gables on a flat surface. We're going to begin with the steel dowels. Screw each one of these into the 4 points as shown in the instruction sheet. Do this for all 4 steel dowels, and we're going to repeat this whole process for the second gable. Next we're going to install the clip for the sub panel. The larger side of this clip goes against the gable, and the screws go through the 2 frontmost holes. Next we're going to install the hinge clips and the shelf rails. It's here you need to determine which side the drawers are going to be on, the left or the right. Once you've determined which side the drawers are going to be on, you're going to put the hinge clips on one gable and the drawer slides on the other. There's a slide coming up next that may be worthwhile to pause on, as it shows the count for each of these pieces. Next we're going to insert the steel cams and wooden dowels into the bottom assembly shelf and the back rail. Mitch is going to start with the back rail, inserting the steel cam into the pre-drilled hole. You want to make sure the arrow pointing out points towards the outside of the rail, towards the opening. We're going to insert the wooden dowels. Put the dowels into place and gently tap in with a rubber mallet. Now we're going to repeat this process for the bottom assembly shelf. Steel cams in with the arrows pointing out, wooden dowels in, gently tapped into place. Next we're going to attach the sub panel, the back rail, and the assembly shelf to the gable. Lay one of the 2 gables down on the flat surface and start with the sub panel. The pre-drilled holes should line up nicely with the clip. Next we'll install the back rail. The steel dowel should slide into the steel cam. This will allow the wooden dowel to line up to the hole. Next we put the assembly shelf into place, making sure the steel cams are pointed towards the outside of the cabinet. Now we're going to tighten all the steel cams by gently turning 1/4 turn, with the last 1/8 of a turn locking the cam into place. Next we're going to attach the leftover gable by putting it on from the top. Again, line up the steel dowel with the steel cams, and the wooden dowel should slide into place. You're going to have to maneuver the front sub panel so that it sits on the outside of the clip. Once everything is lined up, gently tap all the dowels into place. Now repeat the same process for tightening all the cams on the opposing side. Now we just need to attach the other end of the sub panel with the clip on the gable. Now we're going to move on to the center gable. Again, you'll need to determine which side the door is on and which side the drawers are on to make sure you have the hinges and the slides on the correct side. Install the drawer rails into their correct position. Then we're going to turn the gable over and install the hinge strip and the sub panel clip. This center gable is only needed on the 36 and 48 inch vanities. A 30 won't have this piece. Now that we've got the hinge strip in place, we'll need to install the hinge clips. These are going to go on the opposing side to the drawer slides, and they're going to sit over top of the screw that holds the hinge strip in place. Next we're going to install this center gable to the rest of the cabinet. You're going to find this next step a little bit easier if you pre-start the screws and just have them poke through the other side so they will hold the gable. Once the gable is resting in place, reach around the other side and tighten the screws in all the way. Next, we're going to attach the sub panel, to the center gable clip. This is going to go to the outside holes. Now we're going to install the toe kick. I would suggest pre-drilling the holes through the toe kick to make the nail insertion a little bit easier. Now we're going to install the sink face. You want to get this on but not tighten it up until after the doors and drawers are in place so that you can adjust it and then fasten it in. Important to note that this face will be marked with a little black dot, as Mitch is showing, or stamped with a B to let you know that that is the bottom of the drawer face. Okay, let's build some drawers. We're going to start by putting the drawer bottom onto the side rails. Line these two clips on the drawer sides up with the two holes on the drawer bottom. Once you have the two aligned, put into place and gently tap in with a rubber mallet. Now we'll install the drawer back. Place the drawer back on the inside of the drawer with the 4 holes facing out and line up just as Mitch is showing. Insert the 4 screws and we can move on to the drawer face. Once again, it is very important to determine the bottom of the drawer face. This is shown by a black dot or a B stamped into the drawer. With the bottom determined, set the drawer face down on something soft like cardboard and determine the left and right drawer clip. Insert the drawer face clips and secure by tightening the screw as Mitch is about to show. I will simply clip the drawer face into place and secure by turning the center screw to lock it. The second screw on this clip will allow the drawer face to maneuver up and down so that you can align it once the vanity is installed. Repeat this process for both drawers, and then let's move on to the doors. As with the drawer faces, place the doors on something soft so as not to scratch the fronts. The hinges are compression fit, so they'll need to be pounded into place with a rubber mallet or gently with a hammer. We're almost done. Let's slide the drawers into place. Now attach the doors by putting the front of the hinge clip in first and letting the back clip into place as Mitch is about to show. You want to hear the hinge click into place so that you know it's secure. See our other videos on hinge adjustment and drawer face adjustment once the vanity is installed to align everything properly.
Built right. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright.